Hello and welcome, everyone. Sorry about that. Had a bit of issue with our sound system going on, uh, but we've got it fixed. So, welcome back, delinquents. We're here tonight for another wonderful game of Tomb of Annihilation. Going to be GM'd by our awesome and lovely GM Travis.
I I knew you were saying lovely, so I'm glad you stuck. You
Yep.
stuttered a little bit. I'm glad you
Yeah.
powered through and.
Um. Yeah. Little goofs on things, but it's all right. We will have a full cast tonight. Just a couple people running late. Tonight our players will be Jake, myself, Charlie, Kat, and Yuki. And let's go ahead and start with some character introductions. I'm Max, and I play to Sauce, a treachery, oath of treachery. I am pretty heavily armored and got a full set of furs on me, which is rather irregular for Chult, but it works for me. Um, and last session, we found out I know a lot of things, and I also don't have to deal with the poisons or diseases of this place. Um, and I think I pissed off a wonderful GM by being able to cure them easily. Uh,
Whatever.
so I'll take that as a yes. Macarius, would you like to go ahead next?
Yes, I am a wizard. Got an owl named Sage, and I used to have a sword, and that's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Victor.
All right. Hi. I play Dr. Victor Gallagher. He is a Twilight Domain cleric and something else.
And shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
I have yet to completely confirm what that other thing is, but he's good with a sword, particularly a rapier. Yeah, and he spent most of his life just working as a doctor and healing people.
Very
Cool.
nice.
All right. And I am Travis, your DM, master of sounds and voices.
And the reason we had trouble.
You lie, sir. You lie.
I'm trying.
And it looks
Nicarius,
like
yes,
we
it is.
have
Okay, thank you.
Yuki coming
Yes.
in here in just a moment.
Yes,
So as
so
soon as they connect in, to do a bit of a character intro as well. In the meantime, thank you guys for joining in with us. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, as always, if you guys like and enjoy us and care to advise others, we'd love for you guys to go ahead and hit that follow and spread out some info as well, as we try and kind of help grow Dice and Delinquents a bit more. We're really hoping to get affiliated fully here soon.
Yeah.
So we would appreciate any help we can get from you guys.
I have just been called out and attacked in chat. So,
What did they
I think-
say?
Cat informed me of my failure.
Ah,
you,
yes.
Kat.
The infamous failure.
Yes, I've got like one job. I'm the AV guy, and I failed.
I'm gonna
um,
Let's see.
I think we all need to do a reconnect because
Yeah.
Rex is away from us.
So we're gonna reconnect real quick. Okay.
I see a Travis.
Okay. I see.
All but one now.
I got wrecked spinning.
I'm
Mhm.
spinning. Yeah, they're spinning for me too.
Hey! There's wrecked.
Hi.
All right.
And Yuki, you are currently up for your character intro as well. So would you like to go ahead and kick off?
Yay! So I play Rect. She is a half orc barbarian, and from everyone's perspective, she seems to have magical affiliations, and she is dyed like sky blue, like the most pastel blue you've ever seen in your entire life. And she rocks her hair, and uh, she wields a battle axe. But sometimes you can see that there's a rope tied in between the handle and the tip, and cause she plays it, and that's it.
All right, cool. So, as we left off last session, you guys had uh, made your way pretty much without much, except for diseases and such. Uh, made your way just, I'd say you're about, well, you're within like 2 miles of the ruins of Mesro, where you were going to uh, investigate, see if there was anything you could find out about this um, Raznissi uh, person that Rect had knowledge of. So you guys had spent 5 days traveling. Today is the wait. Today you're waking up. This is morning, um, and so we're gonna do our quick morning routine. Waking up. Actually, Wrecked in the evening also appealed to Ubtao, the god of Chult, to perhaps give a little rain or something. So we'll see how that worked. Or, okay, so in fact, there was a little bit of rain last night.
Nice.
Not enough to fill. It's halfway. So, but you have 3 rain catchers now.
Yes.
So instead of 8, each one only collected 4 gallons. So that means you have 12 gallons of water.
And everybody needs 1 gallon or 2 gallons. 1 gallon is two
Minimum,
water skins, right?
yes, minimum. Each person needs 1 gallon of water. On hot days, you need 2 gallons.
I have 0.5 of a gallon right now for some reason.
So you have one water skin full.
One water skin.
Okay,
So I need 1.5.
so there. At this point, I believe there are 7 people in your group.
Okay.
So that means on a normal day you need 7 gallons. On a hot day,
What is it right now?
14.
Hot or normal?
it's actually, you wake up and it's downright chilly. It's a chilly
Oh,
like
interesting.
80 degrees this morning. It's, yeah, for Cholt, that's almost Arctic.
I think with 14 gallons, we can fill everybody's water skin, even if it was empty,
Yes, you
even if
can.
we all had none.
Yes, because everybody has 4 water skins,
Right.
and a water skin holds half a gallon. So yes, at this point, since this is,
Everybody just go up to 4 water skins.
yeah, I would.
Purification, please.
This is, well, you could, but this is rainwater. So this, if you
If
want to, you want to burn a spell, you can. But
I'm leaving
Rekt
it up to
and
Victor.
Azaka would both say it's safe to drink. The rainwater is safe to drink.
Okay.
But it's up to you if you want to, overabundance of caution. It's totally up to you.
Okay.
Thank my boy Ooped out there.
Uptown, all right, cool.
Actually, it would not burn a spell slot. Purify food and drink. It's a ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I generally do all the time.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, okay. And it's up to you. I don't know how much I want to lean into this to help remind you of certain things. Uh, Victor, roll me a d20.
Ooh.
This is or actually, this is a history check. This is your memory. So roll history.
Uh, Okay.
Sorry.
Let's
This is
hope this
I
is
use this
good.
roll. I use a history check as a memory check.
Yep. You're gonna use it for the meat.
Okay, you didn't have disadvantage. I don't know why that's there, but
Yeah, I accidentally had that on. So
it's cool.
22.
Yeah, 22. You remember you forgot to um, purify the water that one day,
Yeah.
and you got a little something something.
Yeah.
You would also remember, oh wait, we also got some food that day. That is
I will
still unpurified.
I will go and purify the food.
Okay. So yes, you would remember. Oh wait, when he got that water, he also got a bunch of food, and so it's in the bag of colding or the preservation, but it still has that. So you can easily take your 10 minutes and or 11 and uh, you can purify that. So all your and I would say just I believe. Could you put it in the chat real quick? I believe it's like all like
My bag.
I want to check. Well, and purify food and drink.
Oh. Uh.
So
Are we
Victor,
doing a?
or here I
Mm.
can just look it up.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine. It makes me spell this out. Okay.
I am not focusing well at all today, so
Okay,
if I seem spacey, that's why.
that's fine. So I would say, Sauce, you could your bag. You can open it, hand it to him, open it up, and while he's casting this, because it says everything within a 5 foot radius.
Mhm.
So
I would
actually,
ask to see the food.
yeah, and you wouldn't need to pull it out because it's an interdimensional space, but just having
Oh,
it open, I think would be enough for it for this.
Okay. So
So yep,
I opened it up.
and it takes 11 minutes, so I'm assuming you could like just set it down next to him for that time, or sit there with him while you're eating. You guys are having breakfast,
Yeah.
so you guys
mm.
do that. Um, uh, and it is currently there's a light rain and a light wind. It's nothing. It's not hindering at all. It's actually kind of refreshing today after yesterday's extreme heat. Yesterday was the hottest you guys have ever had it. It was 129 degrees. So this light rain and light wind, uh, it's making you muddy and stuff, but it's okay. Um, okay. Oh yeah, that and the temp, all your temporary HP goes away.
Yep.
Mm.
But this is the morning, so Sauce, are you
Yeah.
cooking up a meal?
Heck yeah, I am.
All right, go ahead and give me that survival check.
Correct will help.
All right, with advantage.
Heck yeah. Oop. Oh, well, I was supposed to be with advantage.
Go ahead and roll one more. That's pretty good though.
No,
23
this
is
one.
better though.
Right?
All right, again, just based off of what this is your thing. That you, Sauce, you go out into the jungles of Chult all the time by yourself. This is mostly what this is what you do. You go out here and you're always experimenting, like always new little ingredient, something. So you know how to get the best out of everything in Chult, and it shows with that. So you guys manage to have a very, very good meal. It's kind of
Um,
frustrating you haven't rolled under 20 on any of your meals yet. A little bit.
one
I'm okay with this. I see no problem with this.
So
one thing I
yeah,
did want to add is everybody would see Necarious whittling a quarterstaff out of a tree branch.
do you have uh,
I
Perfect.
have
uh,
my old short sword that I'm whittling it with.
okay. Give me just a second, everybody. I'll be right back.
All right. See, what we're having for
Oh, and I
breakfast.
do have a small knife that I'd actually be whittling it with.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Hmm.
See, what we're having is an almirge cut up, sliced right, wrapped in a bit of that that plant I was saying earlier. Uh, Kapauli Louis. Yes, these are actual things in Tomb of Annihilation. I looked up an animal and a plant to wrap it in. Oh, oh goodness.
How do you spell the plant?
Uh, Kupalu E.
Oh,
I don't know. I literally just found a couple things on like the monster manual setup thing, but I tried to find two really low CR things that I could just throw together. The Mirage is basically a jackrabbit with
Okay.
a unicorn horn,
yeah. Cutest thing ever.
Are we on break?
as you have it for breakfast.
Um, I apologize. I think he just
Well,
went for a second. I think his wife came to ask something for him from him.
Okay. Well, you guys can see and hear me, right?
yep.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna
And
be
Rex,
right
can you
back.
hear?
I've got
Yeah,
like
I can.
food almost ready. So, be
Okay.
right back.
Okay.
How about we role play something real quick?
All right.
To sauce or sauce. Sorry. Um,
Yes.
Necarious would walk up to you after being done whittling this quarterstaff, and he would he says, "Do you by any chance want this short sword?
I can find uses of it. Sure.
Would it by any chance take off 5 gold off of my debt?
Hmm.
It is worth double that.
I gotta double check that. Not that I don't trust you, but
I got that memory, DM memory. It's 10 gold
I
at least.
I'm like 90% sure with you, but I'm like, oh god,
I think you're
my guy
thinking
would
of
know
rapier.
specific.
Rapier, 25 gold.
Oh, it doesn't tell me. How rude. The Pendium doesn't tell me? Shenanigans.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it doesn't. You have to look it up.
Short sword,
Yep.
10 gold.
Exactly.
all right.
Yeah, rapier's 25.
Yep.
Well, that would entirely depend upon what uh, uh, the debt owners would be approving of.
I
Uh,
was mostly asking if you would take it and throw 5 gold of your own into the hat,
I see
so
now.
I wouldn't have to deal with it.
I could I could certainly take 5 gold off. I am not entirely in need of a short sword, but
It's
I'm
worth
sure
double.
I
You can
know
at
the
least
right
sell it.
people. Ah, I'll probably sell it for about 5 gold. I break roughly even.
Yeah.
But I see the worth in a sword more than the gold itself. Besides, I know some people who, if we ever make back to port, would probably pay almost 20. But that's only because I know the right markets.
Yes. I see that very much. And before he hands it to you, just to show off a bit, um, it he holds it in his hand, and an arcane ruin like surrounds the tip, and it disappears. And then 5 seconds later, it reappears, and he gives it to you.
Ooh, how fancy. Hmm. I could show you some mushrooms that might do the same, but we'll hold those for another day. And I'll go ahead and find somewhere, probably on my person, as something extra um, to kind of hold on to. Not that I have big use, but and I will provide to you, or well, no, I don't pay you nothing.
Yeah,
Um,
just throw it into the gold that take off
so
5 gold.
that does bring you to 25 for another day.
Yes,
But, well, correction, 25 for today, 30 come tomorrow. It
yes.
would be the next week.
I don't also think you can hold on to 30 gold worth in copper.
Oh, I would prefer not copper. Yeah, that would be
Exactly.
preferable. But I will certainly keep it within mind. Well,
Okay.
anything else? I'm just in the midst of about to make a few snacks for our journey today.
Um. Oh yes, I will help you out. Travis, I did
Yes.
have a small knife. I am whittling this
Okay.
quarterstaff.
There's like woodworking tools and so you're not proficient, but it doesn't matter in this
It's in
situation.
my inventory though,
Yeah,
so
you're basically you're making a big
it's a
stick.
primitive one.
You're making a long stick. It's not that much skill I think is
Yeah,
required. So I would say you can easily uh, go ahead and make a yeah. You take a stick, you find a stick and start in
whittling it.
your spare time. Yeah, just smoothing off
Yeah.
some edges and stuff.
Yep. Um, the other thing I wanted to let you know is I just sold to Sauce my short sword for 5 gold off my debt.
Okay.
Try to role play,
Oh
okay?
no no
When
no,
you
it's
were
fine.
gone.
I'm just
Trying to find something so we're not just sitting here doing
oh
nothing.
no, and I appreciate that. My son is making a cake, and so had technical
Yeah.
questions
Loud,
there.
loud crashes and bangs and
No,
train
luckily
horns
he
and
came and
Burning the
asked.
house
He
down.
came and asked the questions before. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
like
That's
okay. In,
wow. That's better
instead
than I
of
would do.
Dad, I need help. I did something. It's hey, Dad, I need help. I'm going to do something. So win-win all the way
he's
around.
better than I ever was.
Yeah. So okay.
same.
Did Lily have a
Look,
chance
I
to
burn microwave
introduce character?
popcorn. Don't ask me to cook.
Lily, you are up for character intro.
Yes.
Unfortunately, caught at the worst time.
Of course.
Eating.
Um,
So
hold on. Cat, can't hear anything. I couldn't hear anything they were saying there. Did anybody? It was just kind of
Check
You
static.
one,
like
two,
few
three.
words.
I heard one, two,
I'm
three.
getting
Go ahead
some
and.
like static.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me now?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Excellent.
There.
Cool. Sorry about that.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm Kat. I play Lily. Fuck you all. I'm eating. um, I play Lily, the Dragonborn Ranger. She is the Drake Warden UA, which is currently out. We're hoping that it gets published because fuck yeah, it's amazing. I
It
love
is.
it. And she is the group's navigator, and it's going to be really interesting to see what happens next as we get into Mesro.
Yeah. All right. Excellent. Thank you for that. Okay, so uh, you all have an amazing breakfast again. So, uh, am I the only one hearing that weird noises? Okay.
I was
I
hearing
can
it
hear it
too.
too.
I heard it too.
Okay.
I think it was coming from Victor.
Oh, okay. Well,
Uh,
I'm just paranoid about audio issues now.
I don't
Well, it's gone
think there's
now.
any noise around me.
Okay, so you guys wake up in the morning. The food is purified. Tasas makes an excellent meal. Be sure
As always.
to mark off 14 pounds of food. And all right, so we need a navigation check from Lily. This will be um, um, it's not with advantage, but you do get a +2.
+2.
Yeah.
And then couldn't Rect help and give you a +4?
Rect did not take that. Rect did something else. This is Oh wait, no, you do get advantage. I'm sorry, Lily. You spent the evening going over the maps and everything, so you do get advantage,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a +2. So it's a
Heck
22.
yeah.
Definitely, you know.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily
Yeah.
necessary
Hey
for the
man,
advantage, but
always go for that 20.
Yep.
Crit Farm, yeah.
Always,
Okay.
always.
So you guys pack up your camp. You've got the water, good breakfast.
Oh, actually, now that I remember, you actually said that we didn't need to roll for today to get to Mesro because we were so close.
Oh well, there. Well, yeah,
Meh.
just
Oh well,
yeah,
we rolled anyway.
yeah. The
Whatever.
the roll happened. So all right. So you guys head out, and oh, I didn't keep track. Who? I think Victor did the last D20 roll last session. So wrecked. Go ahead and roll me a D20. I
Roll a
should keep
1.
track of that.
Roll a 3. Roll low.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So you guys pack up your camp, and again, it's there's.
Oh, I would like to give
Do initiative
Sauce
stuff.
advantage on initiative.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I am
So
advantageous.
go ahead.
Gift of alacrity on Rect.
Okay. So you guys keep track of that. Remember that. So gift of alacrity is
A D8.
advantage. D8. Okay. So
D8.
Rect, you have a D8, and Tasas, you have advantage.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, you guys wake up, and in comparison to the previous day, which was dry oven, everything was just it was 129 degrees, dry. Today, um, as you're traveling, you woke up this morning and it was downright chilly. It was. This is kind of a recap for Rect and Lily who aren't here. Um, it was only like 80 this morning, which for Cholt is cold. And there's a light rain, there's a light wind. So you're getting muddy, but in comparison to the previous day, it's a welcome drizzle and breeze coming through. For most of the party, it's a relief. And as you travel, um, you're it's only about 2 miles away, so I believe that would take you guys. I forgot travel
Oh, we
distances.
lost Rect.
Oh,
They'll be
okay.
back. I
Yeah,
think
Okay.
well, they're
you're fine.
reconnecting really quick. Travel time. Oh, what's your Lily? What pace are you setting for the day? Fast, normal, or slow?
Probably just normal.
Normal. Okay.
Normal.
Aw, I wanted
So,
to sprint.
all right. So it only takes you about an hour.
Oh, Jesus.
It was only
Yeah.
what 3 miles away.
Oh, yeah, no. We don't need to sprint. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's no. Remember, yeah, you guys were right on
Although
it.
getting closer, the closer and closer that we get to it, like Lily's starting to like get really antsy, and she's like looking like she's about to start rushing forward, but then she like, no, compose yourself. We gotta like stay with the group. We
Yeah,
can't lose the group because they'll get lost. You
yeah.
can navigate, they can't.
Yeah, Lily. As you're traveling, you are noticing like there's some like you know like stone ruins, like maybe road markers, things like that that are very overgrown. Basically, they pretty much look like a rock, but for you, it's like, oh, that's a road marker. That's a thing. It's overgrown with moss, but even that is like we're getting close. And every time you see one of those things, you're getting more and more antsy to get there. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and move you guys to there, and let's see if I can miss this line up. Okay. So as you are traveling through the jungle here, you come to the ruined city of Mesro. And for Lily, you,
I reconfirm what I said last night of the there's one person who seems to be in the city or
right.
within the 3 mile radius, so they might be here.
Yes, this would be in that area.
Oh,
So yeah,
good.
so you would all know that uh, well, and yeah, so there is a humanoid other than the party in a 3 mile, well, yeah, 3 mile radius of where your camp was. And as you reach the city, now the city does, um, it's situated on the Olong River. That's the one that's you're right next to there. So it actually at the very where the ocean meets river. That's kind of where this city was built. So this coming up to it, it's it's very overgrown, but you can kind of tell because you're coming from the southwest. Um, so you're as oh hey Rex back yay.
I'm always here.
Oh,
I
okay.
just had someone coming in.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, when your video shuts off, the whole picture goes away. So I forgot. Sorry. Um, so you guys are actually at a higher elevation, so you can see this city probably would have been about the same size as Port Lorenzo, maybe a little bigger. Um, it in its day was
Yeah,
very
I'm hearing
large.
that weird sound again from Victor.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Now
Oh, I
it's
didn't
gone.
realize my voice was off.
Okay. So now it's gone. But okay. Um, so yeah, huge, but it's overrun and slightly sunken. You can see where the harbor and everything was. The river and the ocean have actually encroached a bit into the city, but um, and that's at the outskirts. Do you guys continue, Lily? You are this. Your head is just theories, ideas. You're already like looking at every structure. Like you're already like in your head, kind of like, oh, okay, that part of the city must have been this district. This is what clearly what these were, and you're it's the rest of the group is kind of
Her eyes are doing the like cartoon bug out.
yeah, and you're really at this point. I'm assuming you're just continuing in and not really waiting for anyone. You're in work
Mhm.
mode. You're like okay, and probably pulling out some notepads and
Pulls
just
out her book and like notes. Yep.
yep. You're working. This is
Malayla's holding the little like inkwell so she can dip her quill in there every once in a
Rec
while as
would
she's
like
writing.
to kind of like lift the branches or any overgrown foliage that Lilith might hit.
oh
So
yeah okay so yeah Lily's just like is has 1,000 yard stare. They're looking at the city, not necessarily at the branch that is gonna clock him in the head. So wrecked. Yeah,
Smack her in the
yeah.
face.
you're like lifting that branch, like oh, kind of maybe nudging a little around a rock. Um, so yeah, Lily is 1,000% kind of checked out and totally focused on this city. So as you're walking in, um, it gets very quiet. As you get closer and closer to the city, the normal jungle sounds, there's, it's odd. The sudden lack of sound, it's that when you've got like, a noise that's constantly going, you get so used to it. When it stops, the silence is that loud silence. You all kind of like, the jungle
I
noises, the
am.
insects, things like that just fade away. It's not an instant, just as you walk into the city, eventually you realize, oh, there's those sounds don't continue in.
I would like to cast Detect Thoughts, please.
Okay, can you put that
And I
into?
would like to keep an eye out for any.
It's
I would like to keep an
concentration
eye
for
out
up
for
to
any
1 minute.
signs of undead.
Okay, okay,
It's a very big spell.
okay. This lasts 1 minute.
Yep.
Okay, and
You have
you
to
have,
see them within 30 feet of you as well.
yeah.
Oh,
So that's the thing. You have to see them. It has to be within 30 feet, and you have to direct this spell at them. Well,
never
they don't
mind then.
not necessarily target, but you can have it running. You can have it running for a minute, and then yeah, if you
I'll wait a little bit longer to start it then. I would think about it and I'll wait a little bit longer to start
okay,
it.
because right now you just see your group.
My friends. Okay.
Yeah. And then Victor, you said you're keeping an eye out. Is it just visual for undead, or do you have something else for that?
Well, you know how I have like advantage for tracking and stuff, kind of like
Okay.
going off of that. But I'm not like actively trying to seek it out. More like watching out for signs of it that I would
Okay.
use to seek them out if I was going to seek them out. But
Okay. No.
but more actually avoiding. But it's fine.
So as you've been traveling, the last 5 days, you have seen, you know, tracks, traces of undead.
Mm-hmm.
As you go into the ruins of the city, you don't see any. There is no trace or tracks or anything like that.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. And Rec did tell you, the story of this is where the undead army originated. You know, the legend
Right.
of Rosnissi.
But
So
there's no sign of undead here
no,
anymore.
nope.
Could I do an
Of course
investigation
not.
check? Just look around, kind of see what I can see.
Uh, it'll be uh, one moment.
Yeah.
Every time.
Okay.
You said there's no traces of undead here.
I'm assuming you're talking to Victor there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, yes. Not that I can tell. Usually I'm quite good at noticing their presence.
Oh, I'd have to agree myself. But as you can tell, much of the forest can be polluted with them. This is where they
Yes.
started. It's not necessarily where they remained. Lord knows I've ran past this probably a few times from time to time. I've probably drowned you out myself.
Is everybody else still hearing that?
Hold on a
The
sec.
static is a lot, yeah.
Lily. Um, this one it appears is coming from you, Lily. Can
Yeah,
you
I've
check
been
your
noticing it.
physical connection real quick? Like,
God.
oh,
It's just my mic fucks up every once in a while.
okay. Well,
So I have to reset it and just remute it when it goes up into the mute position.
okay. It's not doing it now, so
That's good.
sorry. Um, okay. Uh, we have a pupper. Sorry, I'm distracted.
Um,
Uh,
so can I do the investigation check?
uh, I would say it'd be more of a. It'll be a. Well, what are you looking for?
I'm kind of just looking for any signs of anything coming here recently. I guess
That
some any information about like the structures or maybe looking for hallways that lead somewhere else if
okay.
there's anywhere else that we should possibly explore.
That's okay. So that's two different things. That was
Okay.
looking for any recent activity. The other was now understand. As I said, this is a huge. It's bigger than Port. It's slightly larger than Port
Oh,
Lorenzo.
okay.
This is not a little area. This was a huge city.
Okay.
So, um, so for the first part, yes, you can make a perception check to see if there's been any recent activity.
Okay.
21. Um,
Yeah.
The one was here.
there has been. Um, not only with that, I'd say not only has there been recent activity, it's kind of consistent. Like there's tracks, movement, but some of it seems repetitive, and like some are older. So from what you can tell, it appears that people.
Does it look like somebody's walked around like in a circle or something like that, paced around?
It looks
Or does it
like
look like multiple things? Multiple different people or things?
uh, with I would say it's not necessarily you're not like you can't this isn't for like you can't tell like tracks or anything like that. This is just like That door looks
Are
like
there
it's
tracks?
opened and closed.
Okay.
It's okay. Someone's been here on. It
The
seems
I
like a
would.
pretty
dust has
regular
been disturbed.
basis.
Someone seems to be coming through here pretty regularly.
Yeah.
Would you care for me to throw out my senses? It only reaches so far, but it might seem useful. I was going to try and explore a bit more within some of the different buildings and such, but we could certainly do it out here.
Whatever you believe is best.
Then to some buildings. See what's salvageable.
Okay.
Hey, Kat, I'm driving your character sheet for a minute.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. So Sauce, you guys are still kind of at the outskirts of the city right now. Are you wanting to stop there or continue deeper in? And what senses are you referring to?
I feel like we should probably maybe head in more before we do anything else.
Hmm.
Unless you have
So I
something
said
that
to the
can.
buildings.
Okay.
Okay.
And real quick,
Yeah.
Victor, Rect, did you guys get my whispers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
Cool. As long as you guys got them.
Yep. Thanks.
Okay. Sorry, just checking something real quick here.
Could we go in stealthily, maybe?
If you want, you can.
We like to do that.
Stay away from me.
Yeah.
Clank,
Yeah.
clank.
Stay
clank,
away from the
clank,
clankety clank. I'm a tank.
I will say you guys can do a group stealth check.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
So everyone give me a stealth roll, and of course, to Sauce, you will be
I-
at.
I can't.
That's
I
fine.
can't. Lily would be too distracted to stealth.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I mean, I probably wouldn't even try for stealth. I'm
I-
pretty confident.
Oof. Oof. Okay.
Yeah.
Seriously,
I don't think
we
there's
are
any
not
way we
doing
can
good.
succeed this now.
okay. So I just gotta check
We-
something here. So we got
No, we
6,
don't succeed that.
9.
think our
We'd need a
average-
couple natural 20s.
Yeah, I think our average is 9.
Go ahead and roll for Piter as well.
I'll roll for Piter.
Is Azaka doing one?
Zaka did a roll.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, we did not exactly
That's-
make the
that's-
stealthiest
Yeah.
party.
Just because I want to know. Let's see here.
how much noise are we making?
A lot, apparently. We're being noisy as fuck.
So I just go walking into the ruins area. The new shorts start
wow.
clanking against the armor.
Yeah, we're just
Not connected
super loud.
right.
I got a
Creeper
15,
L.
so
Creeper L in chat goes, intimidate for stealth. Be so scary they don't want to see you.
Normally
I'm not
loud.
here.
Go
Okay.
away!
So Necarious, you say, hey guys, let's maybe take it easy. Let's be sneaky. And most of the group goes, okay. Lily is too busy like writing in her book. So as a group, you guys attempt to sneak, and you have attempted.
Yes, we have attempted.
I've attempted
We
to
have
do something.
failed.
You,
I think I'm I'm
you
doing
guys,
okay, but then I'm just like face palming, like
yeah,
hearing Sauce's freaking armor
You know,
clanging.
I am perfectly average. I'm
yeah.
I'm
Let's see,
walking
what is our
relatively
average?
quietly, but I'm not like super stealthy.
So I'll give it to you. The average, including the roll you don't know. Uh,
Eight
no, it's 7.
8.6 is
No,
what I have.
it's the average is
Oh, so
actually
Zaka rolled
exactly
low too.
7. Yes, and you didn't roll, but you're part of the group.
That's
So
true.
you,
So zero technically.
That is a 0, or probably.
yeah, that's a 0. So yeah, your group stealth is 7, as Sauce is.
Woohoo! Great job, guys.
Yeah, Nicarius, you were down. You're like, okay, let's hide, and you are like no armor. You're like, okay, and then Sauce goes clank, clank, clank right by you. Hey, we going in here or what?
Yeah. Are we
so,
ready? Come on.
all right.
We've
So,
only got so much time. There's
um,
money
I
to be
just
had.
so Nicarius.
I go to the back of the group
Okay.
after that.
All right. So as you move in, um, Lily, I need to pull you into a whisper real quick.
Oh fuck. Hi.
Hey, yeah, your camera's on. Everybody saw you just lick that plate.
Oh well, I don't care.
Okay. So, based on your background, you're an archaeologist. This is amazing. This place, this this can make your career right here. This is the find.
Hmm.
There's something about everything's a little off. It's there's something about this place that is just it's in your brain. You cannot. You have to figure out what it is. What is off? It's everything normal. Looks the timeline you heard is several hundred years. Um, that or about 100 or so years. It's like yeah, the growth, even though it's jungle, the weathering, everything seems to check out. But it's just there's something about this place is you got to figure it out. It's that's it. It's there's something here, and it is overriding everything. You have to find out. You cannot leave till you figure out what it is.
Hmm.
There's something here. Just looking at the architecture, everything. You're not looking at like Nicarius is checking like recent activity. I mean, you've got like the mental images. You're like okay, you're seeing this city as it was, and it's like okay, you see it now as the ruins, but you can also
About
see
how old is it?
this. Let's see here. It's actually it's
And
not.
who created it? Because I can know this just by looking at it.
This was created by Schultens. The city was,
Okay. So
but
humans.
it was actually um. Let's see here real quick. So it's been centuries. Um. Yeah. So they did. They built it low. So, but the wharfs are overrun. So a lot of like the city is. Well, here I'll pull this back out so everybody can hear this.
Well, as the spell slot you
Okay.
expect.
Oh, that
So
sucks.
you guys
Okay.
saw this from the vantage point. The city is circular, and it looks like it was like north, south, east, and west. It was kind of cut into quadrants that way. Um, about a quarter to half of the city, um, the wharfs that were built up have broken down. So the river and the inlet are covering about quarter to a half of the city.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
well, so that just means it's underwater and or the streets are like waist steep or higher with water. So it's kind of about a half to a third of the city is kind of
Mm-hmm.
taken over by the
Mm-hmm.
water in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, this
Okay.
was an old city, and yeah, Lily, it's just it's in your brain, man. You can't. There's something you got to figure this out, and it might help with the death plague because
Hmm.
this possibly this was hit by it and pretty hard. So you think this might? There's information here. You are certain there is information here. It's just as an archaeologist, you know you have to be methodical. You can't rush it, and it would take time.
Hmm.
But it is in your brain, and this is your life right here. This is your whole life, your whole schooling has led you to this moment, this city.
In Draconic, she looks at Malala and she whispers, like, "This is the find that we've been looking for. We never come this close to anything that could make our career, but this is it."
And
Loud enough that Necarius could hear it, though.
yeah, okay. Well, okay, here's the thing. Lily, you're in the front, and Nicaris is in the back.
I'm in the back.
Hmm.
So
I
So if
can't
he
hear
can
it.
hear it, then everyone
Oh,
can hear it,
yeah,
which
so
is
if
fine.
Nicaris,
never mind then.
well, yeah,
Yeah, never
so
mind then.
um, I
She,
mean,
I
she
would
just
hide it to
whispers
the
it. If
back.
anyone can understand Draconic, they could hear that.
yeah. Does anybody speak Draconic? So, Sauce,
I do.
Victor,
No,
actually,
I don't speak Draconic, I don't
okay.
believe.
So, uh, Sauce, uh, where are you? Like, okay, so Lily's in the front, Nicarius is in
I
the back.
probably would be near the front because this is
Yeah.
just another fun adventure for me.
All right.
And
So,
this means money.
yeah. So I would say you would probably because Lily, you're excited. You're trying to whisper, but you're excited.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
it's an excited whisper. So
it's a
I would
louder, excited whisper. Yeah.
yeah. So Sauce, I would
This is the find.
exactly. So Sauce, I would say yeah. You would have heard that. Um, and
Um,
and I'm assuming this whole time you guys are continuing to move deeper into the city.
yeah,
Well,
but as I kind of hear that, I'll give it a good probably 5, 10 seconds as they're like getting into things. Just, just in common. Just make sure we focus first on trying to clear the area before we get into deep into most things. It always suck to get hit from behind. Yeah,
Whoosh,
it's a response, but it
whoosh.
also totally sounds like its own thing enough
yeah.
that there's no
Mhm.
necessarily connection between the two.
Okay. So everybody else hears what you say, Sauce, because you're. I'm assuming
Yep.
that's kind of, keep your heads
Oh yeah.
up. You know.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Uh, all right. So this is a separate thing. Lily, roll me a d20.
Okay.
Okay. Um, Anybody who wants, um, actually here, ah, what are your passive survivals?
14.
14.
Survivals.
13.
Let me
It's
get my sheet up
10.
here.
Whatever your. It's 10 plus whatever your
Yeah,
survival.
I know. I just
So
need to remember what my survival.
14.
so 14,
15.
15.
13.
Rec, you were. What was yours? 14. Sauce.
14.
Lily has the highest passive survival.
I'm not surprised at all there.
Yeah, with the 15.
She's the ranger.
Yeah.
So
She should.
so
I think
while you're
you get
like super
expertise.
focused. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think Rangers get expertise. I thought they did in Tasha's.
No.
Uh, no, I think yeah. That's just
Uh, not that I'm
Okay.
aware.
actually. Hold on. I got your character sheet open right now. Hold on a sec. Expert. They do get an expertise. Rangers do, but it's Lily put it in something else.
Ah,
Oh,
Um,
yeah. Mhm.
so okay, so yeah, while you're very like you're the architecture, everything, you do notice like what Nakaria said earlier. No, there's actually people have been here and looking around like looking like as you pass a building and look in, it's like every place has been thoroughly searched and looted. Um, this disappoints you because everything's been tossed and so
She was just like, fuck!
so the anthropological side of it, like how they lived and stuff, gone. Like any pottery, any utensils, everything's been either moved or smashed or removed. Like almost systematically, like the whole city, like every place you're going, and you would even notice there's like little marks on each building too, like a cross off mark, like obviously somebody
Like they've been in there already.
this one's done, move on to the next kind of thing. So
Yeah, like I said, she'll just like yell out like, fuck!
yeah, so this place has been picked
the outer
clean.
the outer layers are always the most picked over. We'll find more towards the center. Just depends how far towards the center you care to go. Obviously, it gets
Perhaps,
riskier.
Um,
perhaps we should avoid yelling.
I want to explore. I want to explore every inch of this city.
okay,
Oh,
Sauce. Well, from the height advantage you guys had, you can tell that there was a big center, like plaza area where, the four main like connecting boulevards and kind of separated out. That big area is still above water and is slightly elevated. So you can assume that from there you could probably orient yourself really well. And it would only, I mean, you guys are
Seeing this, she would probably start rushing to that central area.
okay.
I would. I'd clear things first.
Um, you guys are traveling down the east west main like boulevard. It's actually a very wide thoroughfare. Like
Yeah.
you could have like 6 carts going each direction. Like this was the main thing. So it's fairly wide open and easily traveled. And
You
you,
know,
I would
this would
say
be a
just
nice place to try and recover. I think if you all could clear enough way out of some of the trees, make up to whatever that is, port north of us, I'm sure you could make a lot of money.
Um, uh, sure thing, Nicaris. Just a second. Um, the thoroughfare is about probably 60 to 90 feet wide. It is very wide. There was commerce and everything. Lily, you would know that just looking at it, like this was huge. They moved stuff through. So if you're like going down the middle of that, nothing's going to be able to like pop up at you. It's clear. It's this part isn't overgrown or anything. It's still a
Mm.
wide like the you can kind of deviate to look in a building and stuff, but yeah, if you're in the middle, you've got 30 to 40 feet on each side
Okay.
that's open. So nothing's really, unless it's completely invisible, really, even with your guys' passive perceptions will pick up on anything. It's you can safely travel down this area, um, and you would be fine. Um, we are going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back in at half past. So at the 30-minute mark, half past the hour. Trying to phrase it so any time zone can understand when we'll be back.
We'll
So,
be back in 15.
yes. Or that, yeah. All right, guys. So we will be right back. Okay, welcome back, everybody. A little bit early, but figured we get right back into it. All right, so you guys are progressing down the main boulevard here, and you're approaching the main central plaza, which is fairly large. And you would have noticed from quite a ways away, there is an extremely large statue of Ubtao in the central plaza. He's probably 50, 75 feet. It's a very tall um, statue. Uh, and now,
I would actually. Are we next to the statue, or would it take a bit to get to it?
you're still, I would say, you guys are about like halfway. I'm hearing an echo. Sorry, Nicarius, you're got an echo
Oh,
going.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was hearing myself and nobody likes that. So I would,
sorry.
it's fine. Still going on. It's
That's weird. 1 second. Let me do a reconnect. Maybe that will
okay.
fix it because I don't know what
Well,
would do that.
actually, I think it stopped, but it's cool. um, okay, so
That
yeah, you guys are about like from the outer edge of the city to the central plaza. You're about three-quarters of the way there. You've
okay?
got a couple hundred more feet, but
Okay.
you're almost to the center. Was there something anyone wanted to do, or you just
I was just gonna ask if I could do an investigation check, but I think I have to be right next to it to do that.
I want to do something, but I don't really know what Rec would do at this situation. Like, I
uh
know Rec would have
Hello?
probably given
Can you hear me?
offering, but
yeah, I can hear you. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
I can
Because
also hear myself, but it,
oh,
um
I have to refresh.
like I don't. Is it coming pinging through me?
um yeah, it looks like it's coming from actually. Yeah, it's coming from Rect, maybe.
I can't hear wrecked, so I wouldn't. I think I need to do
Huh.
reconnect
Rect
to
is
do.
muted.
Oh,
Rect is muted.
I have
So
no idea where it's coming from.
yeah.
well, I
Regardless.
can't hear it, so it's
Okay.
probably me. I
Yeah.
guess I'll just get out and jump back in. Full read. I don't know what else would be doing it. Like my microphone's over
Yeah.
here, so
And apparently it's only my voice coming through.
Yeah,
So
I'm not hearing an echo of my. Nope, I'm hearing an echo of myself as well.
I'm hearing an echo of everyone.
okay. Well, I'll do a reconnect and see if
okay.
that will fix it.
Rect, you were saying you wanted to do something.
I'm actually trying to restart my tab, so I don't know if it'll kick me out.
Okay.
But yeah, I wanted.
Oh.
Oh,
Yep. Lost Rect there.
great way to exit out.
Okay.
Well,
So
as
hopefully,
we're
yeah.
walking
Yeah.
past these different things, I'll probably be walking a little more along the side, just kind of peeking in through a couple open doorways and windows as we kind of walk past. Just kind of nonchalant, but just kind of looking in, seeing roughly how much people have gotten into this area, how much has been looted compared to outside.
E-
Assuming the further in we
everything.
go, I
Everything.
I assume the further in we go, a little less well picked over.
Actually, no, it's everything. It's you from, I'd say it was easy to know without, and Lily probably, mentioned it like they're marked. Someone has very
Mhm.
systematically gone through and like it's not was it, and yeah, there might have been like individual adventure groups coming in real quick, but someone has methodically taken the time.
This is an industrial cleaning
Yeah,
version of let's wipe this city clean with leave no trace.
yeah. So, welcome back, Nicarius.
Hearing it still or no?
No, I don't. I'm
Okay,
good.
that's
I don't
good.
hear anything.
Spinning for me.
Uh,
I don't hear it.
Oh,
and
I don't
Rick
know what happened.
is spinning for me.
Yeah, they're
Correct,
spinning for
same.
me too.
Okay. So,
Same.
yeah, the it's well, they've stopped spinning, but I don't see anything.
They gave the little like
I see Rex.
error
Okay, I'm gonna reconnect mine.
symbol for a second.
Okay, I see Sauce. I see Lily.
I see
I s-
Travis. I see Sauce.
Hey, I see
I
everybody.
see Lucarius. I don't see Wrecked yet.
Okay. I see Rect,
Internet's been so rough.
I don't.
and I can hear
Oh, I
Rect.
I
hear.
see
Oh,
them.
there they
Yep,
are.
they're popping up.
Okay, cool. Um,
Yep.
I was gonna say
Now the sauce is gone.
something.
Oh, I think they probably
Well,
still
he
weren't
still
seeing
couldn't
Rex.
see.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, as you guys are moving in, and now everybody's aware of it, and so you're probably everybody's looking for it. Yes, this area very methodically has been searched and looted down to pretty much everything. Um,
Oh wow.
and let's
Lily
see.
starts crying as she starts running in, like seeing this.
Yeah, the buildings and the architecture are fully intact and everything. Um, but yeah, everything's been looted. Uh, okay, I can't see
Mm,
Sauce.
I can't either.
Same.
Okay,
no.
I don't either.
all right.
Oh, they just start spinning for
Okay.
me. I'd give them a
All
Oh,
right,
second.
wait.
Yep,
and he's
There you go.
I
moving.
got him.
Okay.
There he is.
All
so
right.
goes up a bit.
So
Um,
yeah. So just in our sauce. Sorry, sauce. Yes, you. It's uh,
Yep.
no matter how deep you're getting in, it's very consistent. Like, nope, no change. It's all been looted.
Okay.
Nicarius, you said you were
I
gonna
wanted to check out this statue if we were getting going up to it.
when you get there, yes, you're still like I said, several hundred feet away.
Okay.
Uh, Wrecked.
Yes.
You wanted to do something.
Yeah, an offering, but me as a player don't know what would be a good offering for Uptal, and I don't know if Rect even have any for Uptal.
Um, just a second, because okay, you would know because you're like one of the um. So you worship Ubtao. Um,
I worship Chingwas first before Uptal,
yeah. So yeah, the Chingwas
but
are.
because I think Uptal created the Chingwas as well in her belief that she.
It's almost yes. The Chingwas are um, just kind of manifestations of nature, kind of thing. They have no grand goal or anything. They each have their own little rock or tree, and that's kind of their whole world. That's everything about that. Ooptau is all of Schult. So they're sympathetic, if that's a word. They work together.
Mhm.
Um, what benefits one benefits the other, and what harms one harms the other. So they run in parallel and overlap. They're not, they're not connected in any way, but basically to revere or respect one is to revere and respect the other because they they have there's a micro level and a macro level. It's
Mhm.
kind of how it works. So for you, it'd be very easy to, you know, the on the micro level, each individual Chengua, but then on the macro level, realize that Ubtao is you know
Exactly.
so knowing that Ubtao, his thing is mazes and puzzles.
Yeah.
You would know that.
Okay.
That's why when you did it wasn't really a dance. It was just kind of a imploring for weather. It was basically you were just when everybody watched you, it looked like you were
No,
doing
I
a
was
dance.
out. I
Okay.
was out by myself.
Or if
But
anybody
if
had
someone,
seen you
yeah.
and not known what it might have looked kind of like a dance, but you were really just, you drew a maze and you were just, you entered it and completed the maze. And that's what
Hmm.
Upta's about. Following through, you know, complex, the more complex the maze or the the puzzle, the higher it would be. So an offering to him would be to just like complete a maze or something that like that, or if you had a puzzle on you to solve a puzzle, or not really one you've known, it's you know to solve a puzzle or complete a maze.
Okay.
That's the tribute that Ubtao recognizes, that completion and using your wits and knowledge. So, but you would also know that anytime there's a depiction of Ubtao, there is always a maze or a
Yeah,
puzzle.
that's what I was gonna ask you. Can I like make a perception check to see any glaring signs that it could be something that Rec can attempt to?
Like at the statue or on your way to, because you guys aren't there yet. You're still
On my
traveling.
way to right now, but like
Um,
once I'm there, I'll make an active one.
I'll say on your way there, you will notice like the iconography of mazes or
Hmm.
puzzles on buildings. Like mostly, it's kind of like there's reliefs. It's kind of like good luck kind of things. They're all kind of the same one. Clearly, like, oh, somebody probably sold these things, or it was the same architect that drew the same ones into like each building has some little bit, but it's
Hmm.
mostly kind of a like it's mostly like good luck just in case, not necessarily true belief. You
Okay.
you could make an easy assumption that once you actually get to the statue, there will be an actual maze or a puzzle there.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, so
No, please God, no.
It's what you do with a needle and thread.
a lot of things. so
Don't you just poke it in somebody's eye?
That's voodoo.
Obviously, none of you have seen Sound of Music.
I've seen Sound of Music
I have.
way too much.
That was a strong reference that he did.
What
Oh,
was
I
the?
must not have
So,
heard it.
what you do with the needle and thread?
Yeah. Come on,
Oh,
man.
Oh,
right. I vaguely remember this. It's been years since I've
Doe, a
watched.
deer, a female deer.
oh yeah, Ray Ralph Golden Sun.
Mm-hmm.
I
So,
so
Me, a name I call myself.
okay, yeah.
Um,
I'm so pretty and witty. I know that one.
um,
Mm-hmm.
so sorry. Um, as you're continuing towards the center plaza, um, uh, any sauce. You enter the area and you see the statue, and you also see. Um, hmm, okay, I'm not. Oh, sorry. So you enter the plaza, and there's this statue, and on the pedestal or the base of it, you see a tiefling. And Lily, would you care to describe what they see?
So, as you guys are walking up, you see this very elegantly dressed tiefling. They are a medium purple skin with a light, long, curly hair. Parts of it are kind of pulled back into one of those like little mini ponytails that kind of crown the head. Her horns are curved, and they have piercings along them, chains that hang between some of the piercings. The ends appear to be capped in little bits of gold and silver. Um, the dress that she's wearing is very detailed. It's a high collar and long sleeves, I believe. Give me just a second. I have to grab my sketchbook again. I forgot what I designed it out to look like. Ah! Camera!
Yeah, there's a keyboard there.
I'm using a different webcam and yeah. Um, the dress is very short sleeved. And it comes down to kind of a cross in the center of her stomach. And there's bits of like lace, kind of a sheer material that you can see her purple skin through as it ombres down to this purple skirt that she has. She also has a shawl that has 3 chains across that connect it. And each of the chains in the center has a crescent, a half, and a full moon dangling in the center.
Okay.
And she is sitting there playing with what appears to be a deck of cards, but they don't look to be normal playing cards.
And there is also a tiny dinosaur.
Sitting at her feet.
Yep.
Why did I just imagine like a tiny dinosaur toy?
No, it's alive. But it's
Yeah, I know it's.
yeah,
Because it looks like a toy.
yeah.
It looks like a toy.
I would
I'll send a picture of it to the group.
walk slowly, cautiously up and say, "And who might you be?"
My name is Fortune. Would you like me to tell you yours? As she's placing down 3 cards in front of her.
I.
Ooh.
What is the price of this? What is.
No price. The price is knowing your future, which can be quite taxing sometimes.
Or quite satisfactory.
In some senses, yes.
Um,
I'll take a reading. I always enjoy them.
Well,
Wow.
Nicarius
I was
actually.
the one that was chatting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Nicarius walked up.
Hmm.
I
So
followed.
so she's kind of, I believe.
I'll do yours next.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right.
Necarius does actually sit down and cross his legs just like Lily. Or
Well,
not Lily, Fortune, sorry.
yeah. Fortune is actually the it's probably like 5 feet. This pedestal that the statue's on, and she's sitting on it. So if you are you gonna hop up there too, or are you sitting on the ground? Because if you sit on the ground, you're gonna be looking up at her.
I will hop up there too, I guess, and
Okay.
make sure this dinosaur does not bite me as I do so.
Okay. It's
It doesn't. It just kind of like looks at you.
Recht is kind of like next to Dr. Victor.
yeah.
And she's gonna say, are we just gonna ignore the fact that she was here and she would have probably been a looter?
I don't
It
really
Correct.
know
looks
what to
like
think of
Oh, I
her.
there are
wasn't
many
here
people that
before
looted.
any of that.
Actually, hold on just a second.
That happened long before I was here.
Hold on. Actually, you would know that the red brand, I believe, uh, or the Flaming Fist from Port Castellagar, which is to the
Okay.
north. They are the ones you would know because that's probably where you came from. That they are the ones that have systematically looted this place and use it as a training grounds. Fortune would know
Okay.
that. So, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not one of the looters. That would be the Flaming Fist from Port Castelgar.
We've
They
heard of
use
them.
this place as a training spot. Mhm. Well, let's get to your reading now, shall we?
Sure.
She flips the first card. Ah, the wizard. Are you magical?
That would be a word that I would describe myself as.
Fair enough. Flips the second card. Interesting. This is the rogue, or also known as the mistress of coins. But you see that it's upside down in comparison to the wizard. Generally, when it's seen upside down, that means that you owe money. Flips the last card, and it's the hooded one. You owe money to someone powerful, someone dark. Would you say that
Apparently.
this describes you?
I will say
See?
that you are good at your job.
Is
And
this within
I'm
earshot
not
of
good at
everyone
my
else?
job. I'm good at interpreting the card.
I would say
Yes.
you're not being you're openly saying all this. So
Okay.
I'm not good at my job. That's the card's job. The cards tell the future and fate.
I don't know if I
So,
believe in either, but I can definitely tell that you have a way of something. Um, you may
I'm a seer. I'm a fortune teller.
you may call me Necarious. And Necarious holds
I know.
out their hand to be shaked.
She grabs his hand, and as she shakes it, she just goes, I know.
Um, Necarious gets up from his sitting position and says, "Thank you for the reading," and
You're
walks away.
welcome.
Walks to back to the back of the group.
well, I
As
think
you
at this point everybody is kind of
Well, yeah, but
yeah.
he's already gotten his reading. He's going to the back.
Okay.
Victor will kind of give him a slightly concerned look, but not say anything.
And as I am walking away, can I do some sort of sleight of hand check or like move to the back
hmm
and do a detect thoughts, please?
Okay. So you're gonna cast that now.
Yes.
Okay. Um, Go ahead and put it into
And
chat.
Is
I
it
am
verbal?
targeting fortune.
Okay.
Is it
Uh,
verbal?
yeah. I just go ahead and put it in.
It is
Mhm.
verbal, somatic, and material, but that's a copper piece. I have that.
So so you step to the back and
Yes.
you're waving your hands around. You're pulling a no. It's you use your focus. So
Do I like? I was asking if I could do a sleight of hand check of some sort to make it not be extremely obvious.
uh, at disadvantage.
I
Well,
mean,
I might as well try it.
that's kind of the point of not
Yeah.
having subtle,
Yeah.
subtle
Yeah.
casting.
Yep.
Um. So
I
Would I recognize this spell if I see this?
uh,
It is a bard spell.
Yeah, it's part of the
if it's a
board
bard
spell.
spell, then yeah. So are you gonna try and do a sleight of hand on this, Nicaris?
I'm clicking it. I think I have to reload my sheet because I had to
Okay.
reconnect. Hold on.
Um. While that's going on, Rect, you'll notice that the entire base pedestal is made up of many individual little mazes, and because this is something you were keeping an eye out for, you would know that people would come up, and
Oh,
all you would have
that's
to
the first
do
one.
is just with your hand or finger, just
Run
trace.
the
Yeah,
finger
just
around.
do the maze, and that's all you would need to do. That's all that's
Not too
expected.
bad. That's a 15.
Okay. Okay. Actually, hold on. Let me. Oh, I gotta check something real quick. Okay. I'm gonna say because not only was it a disadvantage, there was a DC. You really, you're at the back of the group, so the rest of the group really doesn't notice.
Mostly the verbal. It's mostly the verbal because as long as I'm not like and around, then they're not gonna like notice.
Well, well, here's the
Yeah,
thing. You go to the back of the group now, but
like
go put the spell up for me.
yeah,
Okay. So you go to the back of the group. You have to turn, or you have to cast it, and there's certain hand gestures you have to
yeah,
do with both hands. So it's not like you,
yeah.
you can. So,
Actually, I do have warcasting, so I could technically do it with one hand.
okay. But you're still making, you have to
Yeah,
make these gestures.
yeah.
And you have to say these gestures.
But I could put it like under my cloak and say it a little bit quieter.
I'm going to say,
I'm not saying that, I'm just
you,
saying that is a possibility if you allow
no.
it.
To cast a spell, you have to make the gestures and
Yes.
you have to speak, not whisper. You have to
Okay.
speak the verbal component.
Okay.
That's why if you're stealth and have a verbal component spell,
Yeah.
you're going to break your stealth because you're speaking, you're not whispering. So
So would Necarious have known that was that sleight of hand to check even effective at all?
it was not.
And would it have been no matter what?
Based on the DC I set for it,
Okay.
Fortune saw you casting this spell. Now,
Okay.
that's to cast it. It's up for a minute, and then you decide who you're going to
Who's the
hit it
target?
with, who you're going to target. So you've cast
Well,
it.
I also don't think I know if Fortune saw it as well.
No,
It's
you
not.
don't. You don't know.
So I would probably, as Necarious, target it on her.
Okay.
Not delve deeper. They don't make a check until you actually go in deeper into their
Okay.
brain.
So
You just get their active thoughts, and they don't know, other than since she saw me do it
yeah. So and heard.
and
As
heard.
yeah, as you turn around to look at her, I saw you cast that.
Um,
Okay.
That's her surface thoughts that you get from her.
Oh, okay.
oh, so you're think that you intentionally that you focus
That's
on.
her thought. Yep.
Yeah.
I
So
saw you cast that. That is the exact words that she is thinking of.
yeah,
Did
and
he
that's
really think I wouldn't notice that? Like,
yeah. That
really?
is all. That's
Hmm.
all you're getting
Yep.
is I know, I
Okay.
know you cast that, you cast it. I know you did that, and
I
that's
end the spell.
okay. So, but you did
I
cast
know
it.
the spell. Yeah, I know the spell. I know you
Yeah,
cast it.
yeah.
Okay.
So, all right.
Well, it was worth a try.
Okay.
Oh,
Find
absolutely.
out some
Yeah.
more
Oh,
about
yeah,
if this
yeah,
person wants to kill us or not.
yeah. But just so everybody understands, if there's a verbal component, it's spoken. It's not whispered.
Okay.
And
Okay.
if there's a
If
semantic
that was
component,
the case, I probably would have not tried it, but just we already did it. We already
okay.
did it.
So going forward, just to edify the rules, that verbal is spoken, it's not whispered, and if it takes a semantic component, you cannot do it in your pocket. You can't do it. I
Okay.
mean, you can try, but then there's a chance that the spell will fail because
It could
Yeah.
fizzle.
yeah,
Yeah.
because you've been trained to do these spells in
Yeah.
the open.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
fine. For
yeah,
future reference, I know that
yeah.
now. So
So for future reference, if you want to try to hide that you're casting a spell, you can try it, but there's a chance it's going to fail because like if you're trying to whisper or hide your hands, then there's a DC on if
And
it's
that you
effective or not.
can't literally get your hand into the right position. That makes
Exactly.
sense.
And but sorcerers with subtle casting,
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah, they can totally do that. But a
Yeah.
wizard,
Think of
Can't.
it kind of like Doctor Strange.
I
You
get.
can
I
like
yeah,
understand
scope
that.
things.
yeah. So
All right.
even though do you have Warcaster?
I do have Warcaster,
Okay, so you it's still gonna yeah. Then you're the one-handed guy in Doctor Strange. You still
but
got to do the stuff, but you're just
you
doing it
still
with
got
one
to
hand.
do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
um, so yeah, wrecked. Yeah, and then you would notice that it's all the way around it. It's these probably like 1 foot square tile-ish almost, but they're all different. So, oh, I can't hear you. Wrecked, I cannot hear you.
I Finding fortune on Cholt is quite the task. How lucky fortune found us.
A groan from
Indeed.
the heavens.
Okay, so my question
Ah, there we
is,
are.
since I hear Necarious casting
Mhm.
and saying the verbal components, even though I couldn't see him before,
Yeah.
Rec will turn around and someone did cast it before, so she kind of finds it familiar. And I think the situation from before was they were trying to see if there were people around, and so question: Can I just
No,
Oh,
I think that was
he
just
was
earlier. You
going
oh
can't
to,
actually
but he
cast
didn't
it.
actually
You have
cast
to
it
I
yet.
see
didn't
it.
actually do it.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
Never
I
mind.
didn't realize we were
yeah.
farther away than we actually were. So
Okay, yeah,
So,
we're fine.
okay,
That's it.
okay. Were you gonna do anything?
I was gonna wait for the fortune before I even touched that podium.
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a really big. It's probably like 25 foot square base. So, I mean, and each of these little tiles are like a foot. So,
Then I'll just scan it and then just try to like on my mind how work it out before I even touch it. I want to do it my first try.
okay, you would know that's not the way it works. You would know that if anything, you would avert your eyes and not focus on any one of them until you get to it. I mean, you could do it the other way, but
Okay.
you would know what's expected. So,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
if anything, you would probably be like averting looking directly at any one of the tiles for too
Okay.
long.
Yep.
All
I'll
right.
avert.
Okay. Okay. So Azaka at this point will go look at your dress and
Hmm.
notice the lack of like it's immaculate. I'm assuming it's no tears, no
Oh
nothing.
yeah, it is
Yeah,
beautiful. There's like no dirt, no tears. Like it's constantly flowing in the gust of wind. Like there's nothing. It is
yeah.
pristine.
And everybody else is muddy as hell. It's been you guys have been tracking through the jungle and the mud and the dirt. There's a light rain, light breeze. Fortune's dress is clean, no tears. Everybody's clothes, you know, going through the jungle and constantly getting little snags. Is looking a little shabby, but Azaka is like, how did you get out here and did you wear that out here? I
Yes,
oh, okay.
magic. I'm a
Ah.
bard. I know
Oh.
magic.
Oh, okay. That okay. And
Now, which one of you would like their fortune read next? As she's shuffling her cards again.
Can I want to see if there's any like sign of any kind of manipulation or anything. I don't quite trust her.
Give me an insight check.
I'm
Okay.
happy to go.
Okay. So, Victor, go ahead and.
Then step on up.
Yep. I'm
I'll
gonna
step up.
I'm gonna insight. Give me a second.
Good fortunes, big riches.
Big riches.
Uh,
10.
Victor, they seem to be telling the truth and are seem to be honest.
Hmm.
You at this point you have don't have any reason to not believe what she's
Yeah.
saying.
No. Yeah. I believe her.
It's it's a little odd. They were just sitting here, almost.
Hmm.
I will say, even with that role, they she seems to have been waiting here for you guys or someone.
Were were you expecting us?
I've just been expecting someone. Didn't necessarily know who.
Hmm.
Uh,
Do people come by
uh,
often?
so she pulls out the 3 cards.
Oh, Victor did ask another.
Occasionally,
Oh, okay.
the flaming fist,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is that what
Yes.
we said earlier?
Yeah. The flaming
The
fist.
flaming fist comes by occasionally. They train out here.
Oh, that makes sense.
Hmm.
So she flips the first card, the paladin. Uh, so you are one of strength, one of godhood.
Sorry, you cut out for a moment. What was it?
So you are one of strength, one of godhood.
That seems roughly right.
I suppose you could say that.
Oh, I believe she's reading to Sauce right now.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
Yes.
No one else volunteered.
Uh, she then flips the next card, and it's the beast. You are either a hunter or a chef of some sort, something to do with
I'm
food.
one of the best you'll find out here. You should have been here this morning. I would have made you a fantastic meal.
Well, hopefully I can enjoy one of your meals here soon then. And then flips the last one and she flips the traitor. Traitor isn't like a trader of goods, not traitor isn't someone who backstabs you, because there's both of those cards in the deck. I have to confirm that for
I
people.
appreciate.
Yeah, that was very helpful because I just assumed that it was
Yeah.
the backstabbing part.
Her.
No, not the backstabbing part, the like
Yeah.
goods trading. And you, the trader, you trade something. Goods, information.
Whatever pays money. I've made travels.
Fair
I've
enough.
sold info. I've sold plants. I've sold food.
You sold and
Well, from the
sold it.
sounds of it, from what you keep saying, it's
The
the
best
best in
you'll
the
find in the
land.
jungle, at least. There are probably a few within the ports who can outbeat me, but that's because they have a full kitchen. I am left with simply some kitchen stoves.
Well, that appears to be your fortune. It appears to more so be information for me to learn about you than a future or a past.
I do well. But you are spot on, as I said. It's hard to find fortune here on Cholt. So gifted we are to
It
have it
is
found.
indeed. It is indeed. What of the rest of you? Would any of you like a fortune read?
At this point, Azaka will say, "Excuse me, did you say the Flaming Fist come here regularly?"
Yes. Yes.
She'll look to the
They
rest.
train here.
She'll look to the rest of the group and say, "Did you guys obtain a exploration charter from them before we left Cholt?"
Mm.
Actually, I did. I went and wrote
Lily just
every
sticks her
single one of
toes
them
forward.
down.
Wait, no. Did you? Did,
I actually went and wrote, like, copied every one of them, I think,
no.
when we were in town.
He said an expedition charter.
Oh.
Did we get a license to be here?
Yes, from the
Essentially.
Oh.
Flaming Fist.
No. I thought you were saying, like, what they wanted.
Yeah, and she'll sigh and go, "Okay,
We
there.
should
You
probably.
technically you don't need one, but
I
if
mean,
if you're
you run the risks.
yeah, if you're out here and you don't have one and they find you, they take your stuff and or fight you.
You could be arrested.
I mean, they don't own this place, and
No, they don't.
Uh, but they kind of lay claim.
Yeah. So as long as
much
you
to Lily's disappointment.
so
Lily is just like, I can't leave.
well, I mean, if you don't, and Azaka will say, if you don't have one and they show up, you pay them the 50 gold. They give you a charter on the spot. Otherwise, they take all your gear and or fight you if you refuse. So
Okay.
it's
I'm pretty
and
sure we got some gems worth that much.
okay, just not be around when they show
Mhm.
up.
Or we could fight them.
There's a
Either
You
lot
way.
of
don't want to fight them.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
There are many options, then, is what I was
yes,
trying to say.
yes. There,
Hmm. We'll have to be careful, I suppose.
I would recommend we get moving as soon as
Was
possible.
was there anything else we wanted to do here?
I Emily go for the maze.
Okay. So back.
Again, Lily just goes, I can't leave. I have to at least stay in the area. This could give us answers.
Well, so, the Flaming Fist has picked most of this area off. Uh, Prior talks and information I've gathered, they come through from time to time. They've picked through most of the upper area, but you might try finding some more underdwellings. They might not be so well picked. Just some thoughts. Again, I've been by on a miscalculation from Point Nizaru to Port Castlegar, but I quickly realized how far south I was and maneuvered north again. But you could always try and find something around here, maybe.
If I have to stay in the woods and just come here when they're not here, then so be it. But I
I-
I have to leave the group. I have to be a part of this. This is my find. This is the thing that will make my family
I
proud
could
of me.
spare you 50 gold so that they can waive only you with their fee.
Um, who's carrying the gemstones?
I don't think we
Oh,
divvied those up necessarily.
Yeah, we didn't divvy them up.
Um,
Oh,
Do
which is
we?
something you will need to do is label who's carrying each item.
Um,
I know the copper Nicarius wrote down, but
I've got the copper. I don't know what else we want to do.
Um,
I've got so
I
much.
don't remember what's the deal with the 9 undead bits. Um,
I don't know if they
Oh, that
matter
was so we could
anymore.
get golds
I
for
have
them.
yeah.
no idea.
So
Um,
Lily would be keeping that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hmm.
um, I mean, yeah, I could easily carry it. I'm pretty sure I still have a lot of carrying capacity because
And
I'm
did
almost
anybody end
19.
up taking the 19 gold that I picked off of corpses
It's
of these?
according to
I
this. Nope.
could.
Okay, well then I am taking that. Thank you very
Okay.
much. 'Cause I did the dirty
I
work. I
have the
think.
ring worth 60 gold pieces, though, as
Yeah.
Lily.
Okay. Do I guess we
Because I
just
remember
say that
that.
you were good then?
I won't sell that ring.
Yep.
It's an art object. It's literally one of her flaws is she won't sell art objects.
Then will
I
you
need either the
trade
gold
for
or
a
a
gemstone?
gem.
Will you trade the ring for a gemstone?
No.
No. Well. Nope.
This ring belongs in a museum.
Do you? I'm not the only one making this decision. Does everybody else want to give Lily a gemstone? This is
Well, I think.
If you don't want to give this up, then so be it. I will stay in the woods. It is fine. I can cast alarm on myself in the area around me and I can set up my tent. I will be
I
fine.
Give us
personally
stone.
am fine with it, but it's the
Oh.
group loot.
I am
So
fine. I don't
then I guess I hand
acquire
one
wealth.
to Fortune because nobody else has given me an answer. So
Okay.
who's
So.
To
carrying
Lily.
to Lily?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
I only require what is necessary to survive. Beyond that, whatever treasure is found, I do not have need of.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
So at this point, divvying up equipment and stuff like that, we can do
later.
later.
That's fine.
Um.
Um,
Mhm.
So
I assume we are heading out, or are we heading deeper? Got to make a decision. I'm fine with either.
Well, and do you mind if I tag along? It would be nice to have some company that's not the Flaming Fists and their brutish force.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
They're
did
fun.
they leave you alone since you've come in contact with them
Yes, they've left me alone for the most part.
because you paid the fee?
I would. Yeah.
Yes.
You would have one fortune.
Okay, so is it an
Okay.
individual type thing
I
then?
pull it out and I show them.
Do you think you can trade that to Lily?
Probably not. It's probably got my name in it as Fortune.
It does. It's got your name on it,
Well,
Yeah.
but it
we should
applies to
probably.
you and anybody and your party. So you and the party will be covered by it.
Mm.
We should probably continue on.
This would apply
Unless.
to all of us.
Oh, nice. So then we can continue forth then, and not have to deal with the flaming fist.
Ah,
Um.
For as long as we all stay together. Lily, if
Yeah.
she leaves, will still have to pay for her own.
Well, we've already given her a way to deal with that. So
I
um,
will
Thank you, guys.
thank you
go
for
up
guiding
to.
us as far as you have.
I'm sorry I can't guide you any further.
You are fine.
Be safe
Um,
out there.
yeah. Don't get hurt or anything.
We'll be fine. As she
Victor,
looks over at Malala.
Victor, you
So,
were saying something?
are we leaving immediately or are we not? I wasn't sure.
I've
Uh, well, Azaka's concern was they didn't have a charter, but
That's been
now
solved.
Okay.
she Azaka's
Then
like,
I would
I also don't know what else we were supposed
go
to
up
do here.
to have my fortune read.
oh, all right.
Okay.
I guess Rect will comment on. So far, I've only Heard fortunes of the past and present, not so much the future.
Yes.
That's all she's gonna comment as she's doing the maze.
Okay.
Is are there few?
The future can be harder to read. It tends to stay clouded unless direly needed.
Mm, I see.
Could I have been sitting
The
down while I
cards
was
read
doing
how
this
they want.
stuff, doing a arcane recovery short rest? Is there
Uh,
been enough time, or do I believe, or no?
no, you're about 20 minutes or so.
I might as well try.
Uh, you would need a full hour to.
If I try, will it not like I won't get rid of anything, right?
I would say from here, if you go off by yourself,
No, I'm just sitting where I'm at. I literally just have to study my spell book for an hour.
okay, uninterrupted.
Yeah,
Which
uninterrupted. But
you
if
were
I,
communicating and talking, so now sitting
oh,
down,
okay,
the
that's fine.
time would start because you've been talking, communicating, doing stuff.
Okay.
So,
Mhm.
um, so Victor is asking for a reading, and Rect, you are just tracing one of the. And Rect for you, it's they're not designed to be extremely difficult, and the ages of people doing it, it's actually like clearly one path is well worn, so it's easy to do. It's more just kind of a tribute at that point. It's not really trying to solve anything. So very easily you can do it. It wouldn't take you that long. Like you just take a minute and do it, and you're fine, and you would
I
finish
ask if someone has mending.
it.
Nope.
Does anybody?
Nope.
I don't.
No.
I
No.
could get it, but not right this second.
I don't think I have it.
So you Rect, you ask, and everybody kind of nope. All right. So Fortune, are you going to read Victor's? Do a
Did
reading?
Victor actually ask for a
I
reading?
will approach and sit down where the others did.
Ah, you would like one as well.
Might as well.
Okay. Hold on, just a second.
Starts shuffling the
Hold on.
cards.
Hold on. All right. Just
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
I. Do you want any background information on Victor to help with this, or are you just kind of making the shit up as you go?
I'm kind of just making this shit up as I go. I
Okay.
have the healer just because they're a cleric, but I don't know what to do for the middle and the end. But I
Okay.
do want to do something to do with the future.
Okay. Then I'll let you BS your way through it then.
Yeah. You.
All right.
You.
My usual gig.
Okay.
I want to be hunting or I want to be destroying.
Okay. So, Fortune, you shuffle up the deck, and
Let's place the 3 cards. The first card, as she flips it, the healer. You must be a cleric or someone with healing abilities.
He nods a little.
On to the next one then. The second one is. Fuck, where was it? I'm kind of bullshitting my way through these, just so you know.
Heck yeah.
Perfect.
That's why Rick commented on the future.
Rectus.
The myth. There's mystery about you, something that you are not telling everyone. And the last one. And as she flips the last one, you see this almost slightly sparkly spirit ghost. As she flips it, the ghost. You are going to meet someone that you haven't met in a long time. A ghost from your past.
See, that is. That's the first thing about the future that you've spoken of?
The cards read how they will. The cards have more of a
Well,
mind to them than anything else that I do.
well, um, thank you.
I
As she
as
takes the
oh,
cards
sorry.
back and shuffles them in again.
As the second card was read, and you said that you're not telling somebody something, Nicarius obviously laughs and says, "I'm pretty sure that's everybody here."
And your hour restarts.
Well, I wasn't gonna really do it anyway because
um,
Hour of what?
oh, arcane
Arcane
recovery.
recovery.
arcane recovery.
Ah,
I didn't really care about it. I was honestly gonna say I'm not gonna do it because there's no way there's gonna be time enough.
Um, at this point, Piter would say, "We're leaving Lily here by herself."
It's relatively safe enough.
Um,
I'll be safe, Piter. Don't worry.
would you like to go with them?
I kind of want to go home, but I don't. I don't believe that Lily should be by themselves. I think someone should stay, and if it's nobody else, I think I should.
I
If that's what
apologize
you want to do,
for
Piter.
I would actually go up to Piter and say I apologize that I have not been able to be the one to teach you. Apparently, I'm not the best teacher.
Oh, you're good. Victor's good too.
Yeah, I also am a lot better at getting water, so I'd rather have us survive than
Me too.
teach
Me
you,
too.
unfortunately. It's selfish, but
Um. So, fortunately, you said, or Lily said something right before, after to Piter. I didn't catch it.
sorry.
If that's what he wants, if that's what he wishes, then he can stay. She's not going to argue it.
Yeah, he is he's not gonna accept you being by yourself in the jungle. So he would say he's staying as well.
Okay, that is your choice.
Lily, how
Okay.
long are you staying here?
As long as it takes.
Okay.
Okay.
I need to work this. I'm an archaeologist. This is the find for me. I could learn so much. I could make a name for myself here. I don't know if I'll be able to find another ruin quite like this one. It might be picked
I
over, but
understand.
there still might be things that can be learned.
That's true.
Well,
I
I
hope
wish
that
you
the
the best
two
of
of
luck.
you stay safe, as safe as possible.
Um,
We will.
Recht will go to the statue and kind of like mutter a prayer to Uptal,
Okay,
saying that looks like we found another protector for Mesro. Please keep her safe.
cool. All right.
Um,
Well,
are
it
we
was nice walking with you while we had our time.
It was interesting.
Certainly. Best of luck with all else and you're working towards.
Thank you.
um do we want to continue in or do we want to go out? Because I still haven't gotten an answer.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are at the center now, and this is my understanding that you guys were gonna go to Mesro to see what you could find there, and then um, you had an open invitation to go to Curse um, to visit the Arakocra there.
Maybe we should look a bit more here, but it's
Yeah.
up to everybody.
Yes, might be
Uh,
good to look around a bit more, see what we can
Well, if
find.
it's picked over.
Unless we need to get going.
Well, we also are on a time limit on
mhm.
our objective.
uh,
That's
and
true.
you would know it is now. It has been.
It's probably like
Everybody, give me
11.
history checks.
Gladly.
Uh,
With my +7. 24.
Okay.
I think I clicked mines, but didn't run.
Well,
Lily rolled an 8.
Oh well, I'll wait for it.
oh, Victor.
Oh,
Okay.
it's been 2 years since we started,
Yeah.
Victor.
Uh,
17.
Yeah.
Nikaris, because you got the highest, you would know it's been 42 days since
Oh my god!
the start of the
Ooh.
death plague.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Has
and
it
how long
really?
since we came to the jungle?
Oh.
For you guys, it'd be 22. You've been here 22 days. So,
Did you say
and
48?
2 days in
it's been
jungle.
42 days since the
42
death
days.
plague hit.
Okay.
And
Right, makes sense.
Doc, Victor, you know that for anyone who is suffering from the death plague, their maximum hit point goes down by 1
Mm-hmm.
at every midnight. So, at this point, it's been 42 days. So, people are
Oh,
starting
fuck.
to really drop.
Starting to drop. Let's go. We should
Yeah,
probably
We need,
continue
we need
on.
Commoners
to
are
we need to
starting
get
to
going.
die.
We need to
yeah.
yes. Let's
Um, I would give all of that information to the group to people that do not know that.
Yeah. Well,
I
this
wasn't
was
sure if there was gonna be any kind of like
I was meaning the days
possible
amount.
thing that would help us with that here or not, but I don't think that there would be, right?
help with what?
Help with ending the plague.
Yeah,
Here.
yes, you need to find the source of it. The soulmonger.
Right. And that could be here. Well, I don't think it probably would is, but I
It
don't know.
definitely could be, but I'm pretty sure that it's probably deeper in the
Why
jungle
don't
where it has not been explored.
Yeah.
We haven't
Mhm.
really gone much through it.
Yeah.
So
I
getting
mean,
to
if there
Curse the
was
Ball
something
first would probably be
here,
the best idea.
it'd most
that's-
likely have already been picked through, found, and discovered. Except for maybe some of the deeper caverns, possibly, but
Well,
It might
Lily will
Unfortunately,
be
I
also
off.
just
have
don't
Yeah.
something
think
to do
we
with
can waste the
this.
time.
It also might have something to do with this, as she points at the statue. I'll be here. I'll keep an eye out. If I find anything, I will send word to you as soon as I can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Just keep yourself safe. That's also more important.
We will.
Um, let's. I guess we continue on as far as we really can.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I
We already
mean,
kind of moved today, but
well, no, I mean, you moved into this area, but
what time is it at this point?
at this point,
probably 10.
11? 10,
11 to
11?
noon. 11
Yeah.
to
Okay.
noon.
Well, I assume we probably could continue on to another square, most
Um,
likely
I
today.
would say, yeah, you're kind of at the border
Yeah,
of
which
one.
is where
You
we're at.
were like only an hour into it, so you're not crossing this entire hex. You
Um,
dipped into the hex. I would
and
say, yeah, you could move another hex.
I would ask for the map back though from Lily.
Oh,
Lily would hand the map. My assumption is that she probably would have drawn as close of a resemblance to it as she could into her notebook during this journey as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she'll hand over the map and say, "I have enough of it that I need," and it's basically just the north side of the map.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
say that hour you spent each night, part of it was
Yeah.
transcribing it as well as not just routing out, but making notes and everything. So
So
Just
who's got the
follow
best
the
survival now?
I'm so
It's yeah, I mean it's survival or cartographer's tools if you're
yeah.
proficient with it.
I have a 3.
So
I
that
will
I have a
survival
three.
sauce if needed.
Oh,
so
you
Uh,
got a 4 and a
advantage, yeah.
4,
yeah.
a 2.
So I
Uh,
will say yeah. If you wanted to go again, I would say because you only went 2 or 3 miles.
okay.
So
I feel like either wrecked and to sauce. You could swap off.
and you still have a Zaka, gives you the +2.
Okay. Well, I will hand it to sauce for now, I guess.
Yeah.
So sauce,
And
whoever has the map, you need to put that in your inventory to mark down who is carrying the map.
I was mostly giving it to him to hold on to for now.
I got the map.
All right. Okay, so
The map.
this
I've got the map.
this is going a different direction, so it'll be a new role for our
Yeah.
navigation. So
I am
And
helping you.
it's still +2, so one wrecked or sauce. Go ahead
um,
and roll the survival.
I will say for this, it'll be Sauce doing the role with +2. If you
Okay.
want to, like Lily did in the evening, plan out like take the time, that will give you advantage.
Yeah, we just be in this place for
Yeah.
another hour, correct?
So
And
yeah, if
planning
you
it out.
want to spend another hour, then
I'm proficient in
yeah.
survival. Can I spend the time to do it? To help
Well,
for another hour? I know they already rolled it.
so it doesn't count because I didn't ask for the roll.
You were
We didn't
saying
ask
we
for
had
it
to
yet.
roll for it.
You do, but we're working out advantage or like who was assisting if there was, or
Oh,
if you were
We
going to
didn't
take.
know you could have given
Well,
an
Uh,
we
advantage, so he was just trying to explain
yeah,
that we can take an hour
yeah.
and
If you
the
wanted to
advantage.
take an hour, then Rect or someone could give the advantage because you're going over the map, working on it
I will
together.
I will go over the map as well
Okay,
with sauce.
okay. So you're going to take another hour.
Yes.
Okay, so that'll put you around noon.
Okay.
All right.
And
So,
then
half day's journey.
yep.
yep. So,
And what
okay.
does fast pace mean again?
more
Fast pace
encounters probably.
means that you travel twice as fast.
And what is the disadvantages of it?
Chances of stuff.
You get -5 to perception. Uh,
hmm And
the DC for a random encounter is lower, so there's a higher chance of us seeing something.
yep,
There's a couple
and
things.
higher chance of getting lost.
What
But
do you think?
Mhm.
you move fast.
Do we want to try to go 2 squares today or move at a faster pace today? We haven't really tried it, so
I mean, we'll be close
Well,
to the waters if we do. So
okay, so
yeah,
first, you're taking the hour to get the
yeah,
advantage. So
yes.
go ahead and roll with advantage.
Okay.
That'll be to sauce.
And with +2 as well. Whatever
Yeah.
added.
Okay. And
Let's go at
okay.
an even pace today instead.
Well, yeah, you make the choice on the pace before the roll.
I
Before we
wasn't
roll.
sure. That's what I was asking the group, so I didn't get an answer.
Okay,
But
then.
if we already made the choice, we made the choice.
Well,
Then I
I don't know
apologize.
what it was, so it'll be Unless
I
something else
was
is said, it'll be a normal pace.
okay.
I'm
I
going
thought you were
normal.
saying that
I
we
get
had
to
the choice
choose. We're
after,
going to
but
normal pace.
Okay.
Done.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't sure.
Okay. So you guys do not get lost.
Okay, nice.
And Tasas, you are leading the group, so where do you want to go? Which do you want to just head directly south?
Pretty much.
Okay, so that'll put you to there. And sorry, I gotta do something real quick. So you guys are just there. Okay, so I will say second half of the day. So you need to cross a river. This is the River Olong.
I no longer have the water thing, but I don't think we need it.
Are you? How do you guys plan to cross the river?
Um, Victor, do you want to do the same strategy as last time after we went across?
I mean, I still have the things that were given to me, right?
Yes, and I believe you can hit all of us without me having to use anything. Um, I could technically swim across and get everybody else across too,
Okay.
but I prefer if you go first and use up the safer ways first.
Real quick question:
Yeah, I'll just use up
Who's
one of
carrying the
my.
box? The wooden box, the magic wooden
I got
box.
it. I will get it if nobody else has it.
All right. I'm just wondering who has it.
I'm carrying the magic wooden box.
Do
Okay.
we know what it is?
You know it's magic.
I don't know what it is. I have it on me.
Have we not identified?
Nope.
Where's your pearl that you're talking about?
I
You should have told me you needed one.
It is a magic box that's
I also
airtight
need.
and has depictions of water on it.
question.
Yes.
If a spell does not state that it needs to consume material components,
Then it doesn't
It
consume
doesn't.
it.
Yeah. It doesn't
cool.
consume
Then
it.
I can cast Identify with my Taroka deck because that's my focus.
But you still need the.
No.
No, no. If you have a focus, you do not need the material components unless it
Hold on. Hold on.
requires
Hold on.
Unless it has these
Unless it
specific.
unless it states a specific gold cost, that's the only material component you would need.
Hmm.
Focus or component pouch counts for everything else except for expressly stated gold amounts.
Okay. Okay.
But like your incense, your copper wire, your pitch, stuff like that, the focus or the component pouch covers those.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I assume we use up two things of water and our insect repellent we used.
Yeah, you use the insect repellent in the morning.
Okay.
Uh, this is still during the day. You're still having to get across the river, and at
Oh,
this
yeah.
point, it's probably I'm gonna say 120 feet across.
Do we? I assume this one's definitely not one that I would probably be able to cross myself.
Doing what?
Tensor's floating disc and me swimming across, taking everybody else with me. But that's not the strategy we're wanting to do. I was asking Victor if they could use the thing they got.
hmm From the what do you call it?
Chewinga.
Yeah.
Finger.
What
There we
did
go.
you get?
Water walk.
Water walking?
Water walk.
Yeah, that's
Water
what.
walk. 2 water walks.
Yep, yep. So I have 2 of those left. I only used 1.
How many people does it hit?
8, I
Six.
think.
I think it can
Uh,
hit
Either
everyone.
6 or 8.
Um, let me look it up here.
Because you're down to 6 people in the group now.
Up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range gain this ability for the duration, which
Yep, yep.
is 1 hour.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you can use that, and if you want, you can use up one use of that, and everybody can walk across.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Including my dinosaur.
Yeah.
Well,
Cool.
yeah, it's and you
I could also carry him across. Like
yeah,
that's fine
and you
too.
got 3 left over too, so yeah, it
Mhm.
wouldn't be a problem. So yeah, you guys make it
So
across.
is Fortune staying with us?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so is the little mini dinosaur that you saw at her feet.
That's
She
awesome.
she said, "Hey, mind if I join you?" And nobody said no,
Mhm.
so yeah, she's
So
following
yeah.
I
along with you
actually
guys. She's
said
following
sure,
you guys.
fine.
Mhm.
I said what
I
I said.
Yeah.
I said sure, fine. Um,
You should cast it on some fish in the water too.
Oh
Really mess
shit!
with that.
That would
Raise him up 60 feet per round.
yeah, that would kill the fish.
I have a question.
Does it have
Yes.
to be
It
Can
willing?
I cast Snapping Sting
Oh
onto
yeah, they have to
Sauce
be
without
willing.
doing non-lethal damage?
I'm sorry, what was that, Nicarius?
Can I cast Sapping Sting onto Sauce doing non-lethal damage? I'm joking. I'm joking.
Uh
I just wanted to see if they did that, would they fall in the water or not?
what's sapping
Nicarius
strength
thinks
do?
about it.
What
They go
It knocks
prone.
people prone.
no, he would just lay down on the water.
Yeah.
Water walk means you cannot submerge.
Okay,
Can you drown if you face down?
No.
Nope.
that's
And
what
No,
I was
it
and
wondering.
acts like a wall of ice or
yeah,
glass.
and if you fall, you will take falling damage.
Mhm.
Like if you
Okay.
fall onto water with water walk, you take falling damage.
It's like landing on the ground.
Yeah. And that's why underwater you can cast it on
And raise yourself up.
yeah, or an opponent.
Mhm.
Uh,
Oh yeah,
Um,
'cause then they can't get to you anymore
then
unless they.
they're gone.
Yeah.
And if it's a shark or something like that, or an underwater thing that needs water,
Water walk in the like elemental plane of water where there is no fucking surface. They're just constantly rising for an hour.
so for
oh
an
my
60
hour
Oh
they
feet
would
my
just
per round.
god.
yeah. So they would just be
How many
traveling.
feet?
and probably, if you think about it, they might even continue increasing in speed continuously.
Well, no, because it's
Maybe.
just 60 feet per round is what it
Oh,
says.
okay.
So I will
Which,
say, you guys get across the river, and
Okay.
right on the other side of the river, you find a campsite. Um, because I'll say half the day, it takes half the day to do that. And then, so you will slightly different. Well, there's some logistical stuff we'll need to work out, but we can do that off stream. So I'm going to say this is a good point to stop. Um,
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
and then,
oh, I don't get the vicious mockery anything.
not yet,
I
don't
have one
worry.
ready.
You, to get to Curse of All, it's going to take a few days,
Can
I
like
we?
have one
over a
ready.
Roll?
week.
Did we roll anything for like random encounters yet? Just to
Yeah,
do it.
yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was actually a couple rolls made.
Okay.
You guys managed them. They were no problem.
Travis,
Speaking
don't
of
forget to write down your unfortune for random encounters now.
What's that?
When you swap who's rolling the
Oh,
dice, you're unfortunate.
mhm.
right.
Trying to remind you.
Thank you.
You
Speaking
actually
of
write it down.
food, stop bullying fat people. They have enough on their plate.
Dude.
Oh my
And
God.
with that, with
Generator. I love this generator.
that okay. Let's clarify. That was a random insult generator that we'll be using in game, and not the
That was
views,
a random insult
not the
generator.
views of Dice Delinquents or any of its players.
Yeah.
So we're clear on that. It was a random insult generator that will be used in character in game.
Yes.
Not our
Okay.
view. Not any
I
views.
just had to. I had to. It was there. It was ready. I needed to use it.
Okay, okay.
Oh
Just
my
oh my
gosh.
god. I was like, oh, how many people did we just piss off? Okay.
I
Yes.
like
And
it.
on that note, I think we
And
have
hey, wait. I
our.
want to know if we get sushi. I want to know if we can get 3 fish.
Vicious mockery the fish. Oh, vicious mockery the fish. That's what I did.
Well,
I'll help
that
by totally
or
getting them.
Nicarius, you can
Wait.
your water walk. You can pop 3 fish up to the top.
That's what I'm saying.
That wasn't
It's
me.
Victor.
That's Vic.
That's
Or
me.
Victor, yeah. You could. I could say yeah. You can pop 4 if the drag if your fortune carries the dragon.
The dinosaur?
Yeah, your little I forget his name.
You
It's
said
not a
dragon.
Sorry,
Chip.
Chip. So if you carry Chip,
Yeah, you said dragon. It's not a dragon. It's a dinosaur.
sorry, new character. um, so yeah, Victor, if you want, you can pop 4 fish up, and that'll be, I'd say, a full day's, 14 pounds. So what's 14 divided by
Those are some
4?
big fish then.
It's a big. This at this point in the river, it's you're at the inlet to the or the where the inlet and the river meet. It's a wide area and it's got some depth here. So yeah, you can easily get some big fish here. So yeah, I'll say each fish actually for 14 pounds. That's what 3.5 pounds each fish, right? That's
You want more fish.
The
I
dog.
want fish.
I mean that's what it break down to, right? 14, 7, 3.5. 3.5 isn't that big of a fish.
I mean, I'd
Medium-sized fish.
3.5 pounds.
Yeah,
That's a fairly small fish. You should
yeah,
double that, honestly. 7 pounds is like a regular fucking
yeah.
salmon. I mean, if you're talking big fish at the beginning of this port, honestly, I don't mean to
Yeah.
hurt you here, man, but I'd say give us a good 50, 60 pounds worth of stuff.
Oh my god.
Honestly,
That'd be some serious fish.
honestly, yeah, I'd say 5 pounds would be your minimum. I mean, that's 5 pounds is a decent. I don't know. I have, for me, I grew up in Alaska, so anything under 30 pounds you throw back. So
Yeah.
it's not because I fish for halibut, and
Yeah.
anything under 30 pounds is like, oh, that's a baby. Throw that back. You don't.
I mean, I wound up
So-
catching a 30, 40-pound tuna down in the Gulf
Yeah.
of Mexico. So,
Here.
I mean, they're
Well,
pretty big.
How about we end off the stream and we can continue this.
And we can talk
All right,
about
we'll
it.
do
We
Yeah.
can talk
Yeah,
about the
yeah, yeah.
latest
Sorry,
fish.
sorry.
Yeah.
We were gonna. Yeah, this is the minutia we can go over off stream with the
Can I
logistics.
thunder smite them?
What's that?
Can I thunder smite
Rabbit
them
hole.
underneath the
Yeah,
water?
sure.
Like
Rek
a
just
frickin-
starts raging and stab in the water.
They're so pretty, I can't get them.
Yeah, you can't. It's like hitting
Exactly,
the
that's
floor.
how
You
she's
cannot
raging.
reach. Your weapons can go through though.
That's okay.
I could put my dinosaur down. My dinosaur could bite
But
at
here's
them.
the best part: is if I do the thunderous smite beneath the water, it should just do some fairly decent damage to them. It's kind of like an explosion underwater
Yeah.
in essence.
As well as
It's like a
it
crazy
bait.
sonar.
Real quick, Rek, roll me a d8.
All right.
Heck yeah.
We got to do this because they raged. They said they did. So they raged.
Oh my
Yes!
So
I don't know what it rolled, but I
Okay.
did it.
Just
and
waiting
I'm
for it
waiting
here.
for it.
The shenanigans we're gonna get up
But
to
continue
just
to
for these
talk.
fish.
well, no, this is
Oh,
it. This
God.
is where we're ending. This
god. The
is
shenanigans.
I know.
okay.
Wisdom save.
Shenanigans of fishing. Shenanigans
Oh,
of fishing.
no.
That's all that that's the
Okay.
episode.
So here's the thing.
That's the episode name.
you guys are
Fortune
walking.
and fish.
You guys are walking across.
Fish.
As you guys are walking
What's
across,
that?
Fortune and fish.
Yes.
four very good sized fish float up to the top, and Wrecked is like, "Oh, fish! I want some fish!" And trying to hit the ground, like just start raging, and 15 feet around Wrecked, over the water, vines and flowers start growing.
Oh
I made a boat.
no!
Uh, and they're just like this. It's this weird island of vines and flowers for 6 seconds, and then it goes away because it's only as long as your rage lasts.
So, that was one of the secrets I was talking about.
So,
I think that's a good place to end the
and
episode.
that's where it ends. And then I'll say, you know what? We're ending the session. You guys are in the middle of the river. You are standing in the middle of the river,
Oh great!
and there's four fish flopping
As we're
around.
trying to fish.
I
If
will
I hit
pick
the
the fish.
fish, would that make my rage still up for another 6 seconds?
Yes.
Yes. One of the fish is now dead. You effectively gaffed one of the fish.
It's prettier on the inside.
And there's three more flopping around.
No, one of them has to also be dead because. No, one has to be dead because of that vicious mockery.
Yeah, I hit the one with the vicious mockery.
Okay, so Fortune kills one with the vicious mockery, calling it that. Wrecked, you
I want to
gaff
make
one.
sure it's dead.
So there's two more flapping around.
I'll go ahead and stab one with my rapier.
All right, right through the head. It's no longer flopping around.
Fuck it.
There's
Pull the
one
dead
more.
one of them.
Okay, and it gets hit with necrotic,
There's
I
the
believe.
last.
I think
Oh
so.
no!
Oh, we don't want to eat
I
that
believe
now.
Toll the Dead is necrotic.
Yeah, it is.
I think it
You
is.
should have went with frost.
So unfortunately, that fourth fish just starts
It's not. It's
rotting away, and it's just
Well,
bones.
could have went with snapping sting, but
Well, you said
it's fine.
so. Three fish.
Back to the table.
Yes. So.
Let's end the episode.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Episode title is now Fortune and Fish.
Fortune and Fish.
Yes.
Fortune
Yeah.
and Fish. That's the perfect title for this episode.
Okay. So, thank you to everybody who watched and is watching. I will. Thank you. Please tune in next. Thanks for watching. I'll throw it to Kat, which does
Yeah, fuck off.
who's
This is
much
my job.
much better at words than me. So take it away, Kat.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you liked this episode called Fortune and Fish now. We hope that you hit that follow button, or if you're watching us later on YouTube, hit that subscribe button for us, because that's a thing over there. Hit that like button as well if you're over there. If you want to get notifications for us, hit that little bell icon and set it to all notifications, so that way you get a notification for every episode that we post. We hope that you enjoyed the session, all of the shenanigans that happened, including me bullshitting my way through 2 of the card readings that I did. Specifically 2. 1 was planned.
Yep, full on, just making the shit up as they went along.
Yep. But yeah, we hope you had fun. We hope you have a great rest of your day, morning, night, whatever it is where you are. Check out my channel, twitch.tv/cutecat1997. I stream on Thursdays currently, miniature painting, video games, whatever I feel like at the time. And we hope to see you next time. Bye, delinquents.
Bye. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye.